Recognizing the member for Nelson-Creston.
Madam Speaker, in 2010, 20% of BC's single moms and their children lived in poverty. A year later, in 2011, median incomes for single mothers dropped by more than $10,000 to just $21,500 per year. The massive decrease in income left half of all single mothers and their children living in poverty. My question is to the Minister of Social Development. Now that the Liberals have found jobs for their friends and failed Liberal candidates, are there any resources left to truly tackle child poverty in this province?
Minister of Social Development.
Hello, Madam Speaker. It's really important that we make sure we treat all British Columbians with dignity and respect. And there are things that we can do in this government to make their lives a little easier. I'm very pleased to say that there are 800,000 persons in British Columbia who pay no MSP premiums. I'm pleased to say there's over 250,000 individuals in British Columbia who do not pay pharmacare. And if you make under $19,000, Madam Speaker, you do not pay personal income tax in British Columbia. But that being said, Madam Speaker, there's more we can do. And one of the things sometimes single mothers could use when it's the right stage of their life is to have a job. Now, there's 128,000 people we've served through Employment BC. Now, of that time, we've been able to find jobs in that sector for 40 to 50% of those individuals. Why? Because they are a sector that struggles to find work, and this government is there to assist those individuals.
Recognizing the member for Nelson-Creston.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just telling people to go get a job without proper child care, with cuts to employment programs, is not going to help the single moms living in poverty and their kids. And that's why BC has had the worst rate of child poverty in this country for 10 long years. BC has the worst rate right now for private sector job creation, and that's a reality. And now we see that poverty rates for families headed by single mothers has more than doubled under this government's watch. Again, when will the Liberals start offering more than rhetoric, more than slogans, and start taking real action to reduce poverty in this province? Today,
Minister for Social Development.
Madam Speaker, one of the reasons that I ran for this party, I think many people support this party, is because we want to make sure we serve all British Columbians. And I'm very proud to say that one of the programs that affects all British Columbians in a positive way, if they have children, is Strong Start. This government started it, we've grown it to British Columbia, and it provides great benefit to individuals across this province. And Madam Speaker, not just my daughter next year will start all-day K, but all children in kindergarten next year will have the opportunity to take kindergarten all day. It's a benefit to my daughter and daughters and sons across the province of British Columbia. I'm also very pleased to see in the budget this year, Madam Speaker, not only do we balance the budget, but we're also going to be introducing in the future a $650 early childhood tax credit, which will benefit families who are bringing up young children across the province of British Columbia. And lastly, Madam Speaker, I just can't rise in this chamber and not bring up the Disability White Paper consultation process, where we're asking families across British Columbia, whether they have a disability or not, what we can do to do more. And I'm pleased to say, Madam Speaker, that the response has been so positive and suggestions have been so meaningful. I am looking forward to this process ending tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hear, hear.